Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. There's Chris Olave. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. He'll pitch it. Uses the spin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Wilson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wilson. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hands it off out of the gun. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Murray now on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, throw left side, complete. That's Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Murray again. And this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go play action now. Wilson. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
There's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ortiz. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll run with Palmer. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll set up a throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Touchdown! Zach Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And some room to maneuver.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead's down to 24. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game off the bench and get a chance to play,
And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Room here to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
78 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ortiz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
This is what you get paid for. All the way down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games here in week
Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.